Okay, guys, we're back from that absolute mess. Um, if you want to know what kind of happened, I did my thing where I drop whatever I'm gonna do onto the table, and the white binder slipped, hit my tripod, which kind of pulled my like camera at a weird angle, bending the cord, and just like it destroyed the cord, which is good news because it didn't destroy my camera because it's still here. I'm still here. It just broke my cord. So that's okay. But anyways, I'm thinking of doing something a little different this video. I don't have anything to open. In fact, I just have what I would call my collection with me. And basically, I want to have this video just for myself in a way that maybe in a year's time or 2 years, however long until I decide to do another one of these, I can look back and compare my current collection that I have that I've been kind of passively collecting since I was like 6 years old until um until now. So, yeah, we're gonna look at my collection basically. Basically one big flex fest, I guess. It's not, I don't know. I don't have that much crazy cards. I do have a few that are pretty cool, but I don't have anything too crazy. But let's just get into it. And I can't remember how it goes, but we're gonna start off with the ones that aren't as crazy, and then we're gonna go to the ones that are pretty crazy. In total, I have 5 binders, so we're gonna see 5 binders and a few graded cards that are locally graded, no PSA. Hopefully I'm gonna change that, but yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go through the basically as we progress in the video, there'll be cooler stuff. Anyways, let's get started with this binder right here. This one is I opened the wrong side. I guess the cat's out of the bag. The back of this binder, if not a lot of you can tell, has Fire Emblem cards. I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem. I bought the card game when I went to many conventions, so I do have a bunch of Fire Emblem cards. So, but that's not it. We're gonna be talking about Pokemon. Anyways, look at this. Just a bunch of hollows, a bunch of reverse hollows, and that's it. And some EXs that like are worthless. But yeah, I kind of liked collecting types like this. I think this page right here is unique in a way that I have like Eevee, Espeon, Umbreon, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Leafeon, Sylveon, and I am missing. I don't know who I'm missing. It's not Glaceon. I'm missing Glaceon, goes right there. Anyways, but yeah, we basically kind of like go through all of that. And oh, hey, look at that! I have a Glaceon. Let's yoink that. Is that from the same set? Because I want it to be from Prismatic. Because if many of you don't know, these are like the promo cards, and it is from the Prismatic. Anyway, look at that. Slide that in there. Look at that. Completed a page. But yeah, basically have all of that. And I kind of slotted in some other oh yeah, I did. So yeah, here's some of my like stuff that was in slabs. I took them out. So we do got some old stuff like Blastoise GX, Lapras GX, Gyarados GX, Snorlax V. So we got some cool stuff, but nothing, again, nothing like out of the ordinary. So we finished off with that. And then we go with my first kind of like themed binder. As you can tell, White Flare, we've been opening a lot of this guy. And it only made sense for me to get one of the binders. As you can see, first page is not organized. Something that many of you might be upset about is that I don't organize my cards by number. I just slot them in when I get them. So this was one of the first cards I got from White Flare. Anyways, we got a bunch of these guys here. Again, just a bunch of hollows and reverse hollows. I started doing this when I was a kid, where I just like I liked collecting the hollows and reverse hollows, so I just kind of like kept going with it. So yeah, that's my binder. A lot of these cards you guys can probably recognize because I pulled that on camera. I pulled these two on camera. So most of these I did pull on camera. However, not all of them. And I'm trying to keep, like, I'm missing a Tepig. Could go right there. Maybe I can find it. I don't know if I looked. But, yeah. So that's cool. Themed binder, white flare. That's 2 binders out of the way. This one's the next one. Right here. We got ooh, God. Hit the camera. This one right here. White binder. What's in here? More hollows and reverse hollows across many sets. So you can see there's the yellow border signifying that it is a different set. Trying to get the lighting, but don't worry. For the really cool cards, I will stop. But like look at that guy. Look at that electric Geodude. Cutie boy. He's a cutie. But yeah, and then we got like an old Torkoal. 2009. Same with like this one down here, 2010. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, I just glossed over him right there. Salamence. You can tell it's very beat up, very bad looking, but it's from 2007. I would have been 6. So, yeah, no, like, I have a few pretty old cards that kind of like exist in this binder. Nothing too crazy. Here's one of my favorite cards as a kid, Staraptor. You can tell it was my favorite. I carried it literally everywhere. And it paid the price, obviously. So very unfortunate. But yeah, no, we got a bunch of cool cards. We got like promo cards from I think that was Magnezone and Gardevoir. I was like a complete collection. Bunch of the 25 anniversary, a bunch of these like Halloween special guys. Some of my favorites up here, Darkrai, one of my favorites. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. I think my favorite card might be in here. When I was growing up, at least. Not my favorite card anymore. However, I wouldn't be objected to getting a new one. I guess it's not here. Alright. Now we move on. Actually, I'll save that binder. We're gonna move on to the, like, stuff not in the binder. Which are these guys, right? These guys right here. First off, we're just gonna go on the stuff with the slabs. We got, if we would like to focus. There we go. We got Altaria, Manatee, and Tornadus. Why are these not in my binder? Because I have duplicates, and I'm planning to start a trade binder, and these guys would go in there because I don't need duplicates. I don't collect more than one. And then we can go through these slabs. These are graded by Koba. They are a local grading company in my city. And I went to a convention and they were doing mystery packs. And I've never had slabs before in my entire life. So I was like, well, screw it. I may as well just get some slabs. Why not? Mystery slabs. So obviously the prices on these are not like comparable as it is. Not like a highly recognized grading company, but nonetheless, pretty cool to have these cards in my collection. So we got a Kindra, a Lickitung. This one came from a $100 mystery slab. Probably ripped off because it's graded 10. However, I think on the back, yeah, like I like how it gives you the description. It gave me a 10 even though it's 9.5 corners. Got a nick on the bottom left there. I don't know if you guys can tell. But yeah, still pretty nice card. Lugia EX. It's an EX. It got graded. Put into the mystery slabs. Clearly not the big hit, but I like it anyways. Timber. Another great. I like when I was excited to open these because they had illustration rares, and I like these. I like getting illustration rares. This was definitely a monstrosity of a card. I really hope this, like, I really didn't like getting this card, and I don't like this card in general. It's just kind of weird. And then a Duxnoir. So yeah, overall, I have 6 slabs, pretty cool slabs. Obviously this one I would crack just to like fold it or something, because I really didn't like this card. I think it's dumb. But anyways, we got two binders left. We're gonna start off with this guy. And this one started off with being a little bit more themed. Um, this has the Halloween stuff, I think 2024 or 2023, I can't quite remember. But it has all the Halloween. I think I completed the set. But yeah, and this is like a bunch of my older cards. Like this Arcanine is not a holo. Let's bring it closer. He's not a holo or a reverse holo, but he's from 2009, and he's actually pretty good condition. So I kind of kept him in there, for the sake of it. So let's see if it'll like to focus. Okay, that took an absurdly long time to focus, but seconds for you because I would have cut to it. Anyways, nothing standing out. I know you guys can't see the cards on the bottom. But if there was something special, a Japanese card, pretty cool. But yeah, anything that's like at the bottom, I'll bring closer. Like this Cranidos, if you like the load, it's from 2007. Very nice card, hollow, but also beat up. We got I think this is Generations. Can't remember. This one is 2006. We got a hollow Doug Trio. Very nice card. You know, some old cards. I'm sure when I'm like just rambling on a page, you can notice Radiant Gardevoir, top 6 mon for me, a Wooper, very old Wooper. I think it was given to me during one of my birthdays. I don't know what set it's from, but very cool. Dialga from 2008, very cool as well. A lot of old cards. Again, some 25 anniversary cards. And yeah, just overall, like, just a bunch of random cards. I really don't know what the prices are on a lot of these because I don't price them all when I get them. There's a Pokemon Championship card. But yeah, maybe I should grade them, or not grade them, but price check them and move them accordingly. So just so I remember. Very cool. I don't know if any of you guys remember this set, but we got a Delphox Break. Very cool. Let me bring it closer. Look at that. Very nice card. But yeah, we got an Entei here as well from 2010. And yeah, no, these are very nice cards. A Magneton. Don't know what set, but from 2006. I think we're coming up to my favorite card as a kid. We got a bunch of old EVs. We got a Jolteon beat up, Glaceon beat up, Flareon beat up, Leafeon beat up, another Leafeon that's beat up. We got the 3 guys from Black and White, from the original. I think those are from tins, so pretty cool. Also got a Slowking from 2010, Venusaur from 2007. Just a bunch of old cards, you know. Bunch of old cards. This is the cooler binder. That's why it's second last. We got Electivire, one of my favorite cards as well. Mamoswine, another the Crystal Guardians. I don't know if that's the set, but 2006 right here. But yeah, bunch of cool cards. When are we gonna see? I'm just gonna skip. Let me bring this out so you guys can see all the cards I'm gonna gloss over. Shaman, one of my favorite mythicals, a Lucario from I'd say 2007. Reggie, I just know this Regigigas. Bro's grabbing like a sign or something. 2014. 2006 Combustion. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And here it is. On this page right here. You guys didn't see it. But that Metagross that is dual type, steel and electric. My favorite card growing up. Again, you can tell It suffered a lot because it came out 2005. This would have been one of the first cards I've ever owned, and it's beat up. Like, here, I'm gonna take it out of its like out of the sleeve. This thing went through the ringer. Look at that. The amount of backpack adventures it's been through. It's got discoloring on the side here. It's just so creased everywhere. But I keep it because it's mine and it's special to me. So, it's got a story. We got a Celebi 2, 2010. So, pretty cool. Blast from the past. I don't think there's anything else pretty cool or even anything else as old as 2010. Well, we got that Whooper, but I was given that. I didn't get that as a kid. But yeah, so that's the last one of that. Now we go on to the biggest of them all, the biggest boy, the big binder. Can't even fit in frame. This thing is huge because it fits slabs. Or not slabs, sorry. Top loaders. The first page is by far the most important, so we're gonna skip it. And we're gonna save it for last. I had it upside down. So we're gonna skip that. We're gonna skip the first page and do it for last. But we will start off from the second page, which still has a bunch of cards. They're here because these are like one of my favorites. So yeah, we got a M Charizard EX, Mega Charizard EX. We got a Pikachu from Trainer Gallery, Shaman from Destined Rivals, Victini from White and Black. I don't know. I can't remember what set these guys are from. They're like the hand-drawn promotion from Japan. Half of a Ho-Ho. I actually tried selling this. I'm still trying to sell it. Ho-Ho Legends. And then Erica's Invitation. Let's go to the next page. Now we just got a bunch of like full art trainers. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Show off the other side as well, pretty cool. Nothing special, nothing too crazy. Then we got all of these guys. Pretty cool. Keep going. Some old stuff like a Victini V, Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia, like just a bunch of old cards. Nothing to like really go crazy about. Same with this page. And then we kind of get into like the special illustrations that I got. This was given to me by a coworker for my birthday. But yeah, overall, just a bunch of cool cards. As you can see here, this one's a little bit more empty just because trying to get his evolution line, trying to get all that Tepig's evolution line. Remember pulling him on camera. Let's bring him more close. We remember this boy. If you like to focus. There we go. We remember that boy. We want to get the other ones. But one of his evolutions is a special illustration, so that's not fun. And we got like a bunch of cute cards here. So, yeah. And it continues. This page is empty. Because I want the Roggenrola line. And yeah. Then we got some more Trainer Gallery cards. Kind of keeping it a little separate. I know it's going to be unorganized once it gets filled. As I can't just keep shifting everything down. Because as I mentioned before in my Destined Rivals episode, I'm trying to make a special page where this whole two-sided, this two pages of the binder will be dedicated to Cynthia as a trainer, as she was like the #1 rival when I was growing up. I started playing Diamond when I was really young, and then I kind of lost my copies, and then I started playing Heart Gold, then Platinum, and then Black White. And Cynthia's very prominent in Platinum and Black White. So yeah, I want to kind of like pay homage to my childhood. I kind of want to shift all these cards up here, get rid of these two, and this one. Have like special illustrations and like rare Cynthia trainers on the top there. Have some special like cutouts for the middle. And there's like the line. I'll put pictures up on the screen. but there's a line of Cynthia's like Pokemon from an old set. Actually, this is a reprint here of the Garchomp C level EX or level X. It's a reprint, but I want to get the original and kind of fill it at the bottom of this binder, just to have it as sort of like a cool thing to have, a cool piece. And then moving on, these cards are all the way at the back because these are my top. This is a slot for my top 6 Pokemon. So you can see I have Jolteon. Jolteon's one of my favorite. Gardevoir is one of my favorite. I'm missing Middle Evolution from Basic Scarlet Violet. And then you can see here we got a Cyndaquil. I don't have a what's his name? This is Cyndaquil. Is it Quilava's the middle one? Why am I blanking on Typhlosion? Typhlosion is one of my favorite starters. And you can see I have quite a bit of, I have a pretty rare Sylveon and Gardevoir down there. But I also have the special illustration of Zoroark and the gold. And then I have the illustration rares as well. So, yeah. I'm missing a Metagross card, of course. That would be what? So this is 1, 2, 3 is on the other page. Garchomp is also one of my favorites recently, so that's 4. 5. Metagross. I think I'm just missing Metagross, really. But I can't be for sure. I can. I'm not for sure. But yeah. Now we're going to go to the first page. First page, by far, is the most important page of my collection. Some of these cards have been with me for a long time. Some of them are new. Some of them are just cool. But yeah, let's look at the first page. Right here. These cards, as many of you may have noticed, the first 4 are very old. Well, not very old, but they are very important to me. But yeah, let me do them justice by taking them out and showing you guys one by one and giving you kind of like a history about them and showing them how the conditions are and what they've kind of gone through their life. All right, guys. So, here is, starting from the bottom row going up, here is Umbreon and Darkrai. This one's on the first page because Tag Team was kind of the last set I really bought into before I kind of took a break from like collecting Pokemon. And Darkrai is one of my favorite. I can't remember if it's a legendary or mythical, but he's one of my favorites. He is very cool, and I think this is just a cool card overall. Same reasoning why I have the Darkrai half of this Legends card. I would like to complete it, but I'm not too like worried. It's not eating me alive. Very cool card. Just fits Darkrai perfectly. I love it a lot. Pikachu Zekrom again. Tag Team was like one of the last sets I really bought into, and I know this card's gone up in price, but I liked Zekrom. I played Pokemon White, so I did get Zekrom when I was playing it. So it was kind of like fitting when I got it. I was like, sick. Another very good promo. Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. Very, very cool promo. Can't remember what set it came from, but it was one of the first times I bought an ETB. And definitely worth it. Definitely a good card. This one survived a lot. I can't tell if that's like on the card or just on the thing, but very, very good condition promo. Darkrai V-Star. This one's important for like, I'd like to say 2 reasons. think it was the first card I bought from one of my coworkers who resells Pokemon cards. And it was also the card that kind of brought me back into collecting Pokemon because my coworker told me about the special illustrations and all this stuff. Like they're going crazy with the art. And I saw this and I was like, I need it. So I bought it. Very good card. Centering's kind of mid, but it's for the PC. So it doesn't really matter to me how well the card looks. One of my favorite Darkrai cards. And then we got a Thundurus. This card is from 2011. Uh, Sits with me. I very much am a fanboy of Gen 5. So this is a Gen 5 like masterpiece. I think Thundurus was a cool legendary. I caught him when he was roaming. I didn't even know I could get him, but I got him. Pretty cool card. Like the legendary. Um, and the condition's alright. Some whitening and stuff, but not too bad. Now we're getting to the top three. Top three cards of my collection. And at number 3 is Bianca. Again, Gen 5. Absolutely loved playing Gen 5. Pulling this card kind of just felt right when I was younger. Just because, I played the game, interacted with Bianca. Now I have the card. Very, very beautiful card. Front of the card is practically like spotless. Not at all scratches. Just a bit of like a nick there, but nothing too crazy, nothing too like upsetting. Back of the card kind of faces a bit more issues. You can see bottom left has a lot of whitening. However, and like some whitening there. However, for the PC, I really don't care. And it's a very beautiful card in my eyes. Next card at number 2 is my Kyogre EX. If you'd like to focus, kind of ruined it. There we go. Kyogre EX. This card is very special to me. Back in 2015 when the set came out, I remember going to Walmart almost every day after junior high. It was during junior high. Every day. Because Walmart would restock. I think these only came in like blister packs. So packs of 3 and maybe packs of 1. But I don't remember. All I really remember is buying these because I wanted to get Groudon or Kyogre, and clearly I hit Kyogre before Groudon because if I hit Groudon I would have stopped. Looking back at it, I kind of wish I didn't stop. This card looks amazing. Groudon on the other side, like on the other set, also looks like really good. It was a very small set, only 34 cards. I don't know if you can make that out, but only 34 cards. And this was a very beautiful card as well. And like there's little bits of like whitening on the edges, but nothing too extreme. This card I actually plan on sending to PSA to get graded. And I hope to do so and share the result with you guys. So, one of my top cards, second best card in my collection, I would say, and one of my favorites, has a good story of me going, like I remember going to Walmart. I think I remember once buying the packs and opening it at the Walmart right away because I was just so excited, but very cool. But now we are going to number 1. Number 1 may not be the most expensive card due to its quality. However, it's been one of the cards, this card's been with me for the longest, and it's one of the cards that I don't think I'll ever get rid of in my entire life, and I might even get it graded, knowing though it's not going to grade that well. However, it doesn't matter to me, and that card is Charizard level 76. I don't know which set, but this is a 2008 Pokemon card, so probably Diamond Pearl. Could be even Diamond Pearl base set, but I have no idea. However, it's 103 out of 100, so it is a secret rare, which is why it's like the price of this card goes crazy. And if you look at the front of the card, there are I think there's some scratches underneath this top loader on the card. However, the front of the card is just beautiful to me. This card is perfect as a display piece. Having it there, no one's really gonna bat an eye and say it's that bad. It's just the back of it, suffers quite a bit. There's quite a bit of like there's quite a bit of whitening going on the bottom too. Wrinkles on this side. I don't know if you can make that out. The back of the card is where the card lacks, but the front of it is just beautiful, man. This has been with me since I was 7, and it is just such a nice looking card. I will not go the rest of my life without this card. And the story behind all of this going on is I think I took it to school, and just from me taking it everywhere because this was one of my prized possessions. I'm happy though that this card didn't suffer the same fate as like my Metagross, because that would just be tragic, but it still kind of faced its own maker, but it's still one of my favorite cards. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna put these 3 guys up there for my oh, you know what? Hold on. I remember my brother got me these stands, card stands, just for this. Let's put boom, 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 like that. But yeah, those 3 cards, absolute bangers in my collection, and I only hope to collect more bangers. So we're gonna see where I am in the future. Hopefully somewhere good. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this bit of a longer video. Just kind of want to cover my entire Pokemon card collection as sort of like a timestamp. Let's see where I'm at in a year. Let's see where I'm at in 2 years. Who knows? Whenever I feel like I think I should make another video on my collection. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me kind of go through my collection and hearing the stories and why I have certain things. And yeah, I hope to hear why you guys collect and what kind of things you have in your collection and why you have them in your collection. Because there's always a story behind why you have something, whether you like the Pokemon, whether, at least for these 3, not only do I like the characters on the card, but they've been with me since before a teenager. It's just insane to me. So there's always a story. I always like hearing these stories about why people collect the cards they do. But yeah, anyways, I gotta get back to opening some packs. So you guys have a fantastic day. And if you stuck it out this long, thank you. And yeah, have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.